Perspective is reality, perception is response. And by shifting my perception, I can have a more effective perspective and thus a better reality for myself. See, our perception is response, is what we notice and how we choose to respond to it. For example, if it's cold outside, I can notice that it's cold and put some clothes on, like a coat or a jacket, and that's my perception. That's my response to reality. However, we can have a perception, a response that's inconsistent with what reality would require of us. This is because what we say creates frames, and frames shape focus, focus forms beliefs, and beliefs shape our perception, our response to reality. For example, if it's hot outside and I said it's cold, well, what I said would create a frame. Why is it cold? How is it cold? And that frame, by asking a question, brings me awareness, because questions bring you awareness, helping you to find an answer. And once I find an answer, I can focus on the answer that I found. It's cold because it's cloudy outside. Okay, I'm going to focus on the fact that it's cloudy. Okay, it's cloudy. And as I focus on that fact, that forms a belief. Okay, cloudiness makes it cold outside. And that belief shapes my perception, my response to reality. Okay, I'm gonna put some clothes on, like a jacket or a coat, because it's cloudy, and that means it's cold. However, as I live out this perception that's inconsistent with what reality will require of me, since it's hot, I don't need more clothes on, well, I start having bad results because I have a bad response, a bad perception of reality. So as I see bad results, that makes me want to examine my beliefs and test my perceptions, saying, is what I'm believing actually true? Is it actually consistent with reality? And when I find out that the answer is no, that makes me want to change my perceptions and want to change my beliefs. And as I change my beliefs, saying, I don't need to put more clothes on when it's hot, because cloudiness doesn't make it cold, it's still hot outside. Okay, now I have a new perception, I have a new response, and as I live out that response and see good results from that response, that changes my perspective. See, perspective is what you view. It's how you see an event. So if I start seeing the event of it's hot outside, I don't need to put more clothes on, well, that perspective gives me a better reality. The reality in the past was, hey, put some clothes on because it's hot. Now my reality is, hey, you don't need more clothes on when it's hot just because it's cloudy outside. So by having a different perception and having better results because of that perception, I've now had a better perspective of reality, and that gives me a better response to reality, giving me better results from reality that I created for myself, or that I have for myself.